Hello all, welcome back. So this is module number 2 and we were dealing with the chapter Indigo written by Louis Fisher. So in this chapter the author explains how he met Mahatma Gandhi. So during their first meeting, Mahatma Gandhi is explaining the reason why he started a fight against the Britishers. And Gandhiji is explaining an incident where he met a person named Rajkumar Shukla for the first time. Rajkumar Shukla, he was a sharecropper and he was from the place called Champaran, which is in Bihar. So Rajkumar Shukla is asking Gandhiji to come and meet the sharecroppers in Champaran. So let us see whether Gandhiji goes there or not. So Shukla invited Gandhiji to visit Champaran. After hearing his problem, Gandhiji told him that he had to visit Kanpur and some other parts of India due to prior appointments. Shukla went with him everywhere. After this, Gandhiji returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad. Shukla was always there with him for several weeks, begging him to fix a date to visit Champaran. Gandhiji was really impressed with the determination of the peasant. He said that he would be visiting Kolkata after a few months and that Shukla should meet him there. On the day that the date had been fixed, Shukla was eagerly waiting for Gandhiji. When Gandhiji got free, they both took a train to Patna. Then they went to the house of a lawyer, Rajendra Prasad, who became the President of India later. When they reached there, he was not at home, but the servants allowed both of them to stay at the grounds because they already knew Shukla. They didn't allow Gandhiji to draw water from the well, as they took him to be an untouchable and didn't want to pollute the entire water source. As Shukla was not able to provide Gandhiji with adequate information, Gandhiji himself decided to go to Muzaffarpur, which was on the way to Champaran, to obtain the complete information. He sent a telegram to Professor J.P. Kriplani, who was a teacher at Arts College in Muzaffarpur. And Gandhiji had seen him at Tagore's Shantiniketan school. Gandhi took a train to Muzaffarpur that arrived at midnight on 15th April 1917. So Kriplani was already waiting there with his students. Gandhi stayed there for 2 days at Professor Malkani's home, who was a teacher in government school. Gandhi's arrival and the purpose of his mission spread through Muzaffarpur and Champaran very fast. And sharecroppers from Champaran began arriving on foot and by conveyance to see their champion. Muzaffarpur lawyers called on Gandhiji to brief him. To brief meaning to scold. So they frequently represented peasant groups in court. They told him about their cases and reported the size of their fee. Gandhiji scolded the lawyers for charging such high fee from poor sharecroppers. Moving on, so Gandhiji's arrival and the purpose of his mission spread through Muzaffarpur and Champaran very fast. And sharecroppers from Champaran began arriving on foot and by conveyance to see their champion. Muzaffarpur lawyers called on Gandhi to brief him. They frequently According to Gandhiji, it was a remarkable thing that a government professor was entertaining him because in those days, people in small localities were afraid of supporting those who supported Home Rule. The news of Gandhi's arrival and the purpose of his mission spread through Muzaffarpur and Champaran very fast. Sharecroppers started to visit him. Muzaffarpur lawyers informed Gandhi about the whole situation as they represented various peasants in the court. They explained to him about their cases and the fee that they charged them. So Gandhiji scolded the lawyers for charging such high fee from the poor sharecroppers. He decided that it was useless to go to court as the judiciary was not doing anything good for the peasants. He said that as long as the peasants were suppressed and full of fear, it was useless to visit courts. He wanted to set them free from fear. Most of the cultivable land in the Champaran district was owned by Englishmen who had divided them into various estates or properties. The peasants were the occupants of these lands. Englishmen forced the peasants to cultivate indigo on 15% of their land and to give the crop to them as rent. All this was done through a long term agreement. While this was going on, the landlords came to know that the chemical indigo was being prepared in Germany. It was a blue colored dye made with chemicals. They started demanding money from the poor peasants in order to cancel their agreements as they no longer needed the indigo plantations. The sharecropping system was very annoying, so many of the peasants paid for the cancellation of the agreements. But as the news about synthetic indigo spread and reached the uneducated peasants, they started demanding their money back. When Gandhiji arrived at Champaran, he decided to gather the facts. For this, he visited the secretary of the British Landlords Association. The secretary didn't answer him because he could not give any information to an outsider. Champaran district was under Tirhut division. The commissioner not only threatened Gandhiji but also suggested him to leave Tirhut immediately. Though Gandhiji was threatened by the commissioner, he didn't leave the place. He then went to Motihari, which was the capital of Champaran. He was joined by several lawyers. When they reached the station, they were welcomed by a large number of people. He then went to a house which was later converted into his headquarters. He started his inquiry into the matter. Gandhiji decided to visit a nearby village when he came to know about an incident of ill treatment with a peasant. He was on his way on an elephant when the superintendent messenger stopped him and ordered him to return back to town. Gandhiji followed him and the messenger took him back to his home. He was then served a notice which ordered him to quit his movement and return back. Gandhiji received the notice and signed a receipt on which he wrote that he would not obey the order. And as a result, Gandhiji got summons to appear in court next day. Gandhiji was not able to sleep the whole night. He telegraphed Rajendra Prasad and he asked Rajendra Prasad to come to Bihar and get some powerful people along. He sent some guidelines to the ashram and also telegraphed the whole matter to the viceroy. This is where we are going to stop this module and let us see what happens the next morning after these arrangements made by Gandhiji. Thank you all.